Hi, folks. This is Sean at Caldwell Lumber in Wynne, and great Christmas gifts are in stock now. Blackstone griddles, Cajun fryers, Krager pellet grills, and a complete
so we're looking
line
at
of DeWalt
5:57.
tools, and a
5:57
Caldwell
till
Lumber
tip-off.
gift.
Okay, that was our last scheduled pregame break.
Hey, let's do
I'll
this.
put at least one.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Let's do this. Just let this 2 minutes run, and let me say the sponsors again. You think that'd be good?
Yeah, oh yeah. Hey, you can never say the sponsors too many times, man.
That's what I'm thinking.
But I'll have about a minute, and then I'll have at least a 2-minute break set up for you. Okay.
Okay, great. So I'll just come back on, read the sponsors one more time, and then that break should carry us to tip off.
Yes, sir. So we got 1 minute, 10 seconds, 1:10.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much.
Receive alerts to timely information. Consolidated Grain and Barge has 7 convenient locations: West Memphis, Tunica, Osceola, Old Town, Friars Point, and 2 locations in Helena. The leader in the ag and transportation industry.
Evolve Bank and Trust in Wynne is here to help you get your home ready for the season. Stop putting off those much-needed repairs and improvements with a home equity line of credit from Evolve. Use the equity you already have in your home for a new furnace, roof, windows, or even a brand new kitchen. Call us for more details at 870-238-5557 or come by our Wynne Banking Center at 1690 North Falls Boulevard. Visit us online at getevolved.com. Apply today for a home equity line of credit from Evolve Bank and Trust. Subject to credit approval, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You've changed thousands of diapers, cut
Man,
off hundreds
the
of crusts,
advertisers are about to be
played
so
hours
happy.
of peekaboo and duck goose. Because you do anything for
I'll
your
try
kids.
not to say Taylor Arms
That's why
twice
it's
this
so
time.
important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. I will help make it easy and affordable to help protect your family, no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you do anything for,
Are we
life
live
insurance
on
can
the-
mean
on the-
everything. Call me, Meredith Peeler, in Wynne today, 870-238-3800.
Number until this conference matchup starts. Once again, we'd like to thank our game sponsors, and our game sponsors are Evolve Bank, Caldwell Lumber, Caldwell Pharmacy, Consolidated Grain and Barge, County Line Irrigation, Cross County Crematory, First Financial Bank, ECS House Industries, Harmony Health Clinic, Miller & Sullivan Accounting Group, Hayes, Coronado Funeral Home, First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas, Red River Ford and Toyota, Southern Furniture, State Farm Meredith Peeler, Taylor Arms, Ungerant Chiropractor, Partners Bank, Westmoreland Heating and Air, Witcher Auctions, and Wynne Apothecary. 3 minutes until tip-off. You're listening to Wynne Yellow Jacket Basketball.
Taylor Arms reminds you the duck season is open and they're ready with all kinds.
2 minutes, sir.
Esther, Kent, Viochi, and Migra. They have Mojo, Flambeau, and Cup decoys. And
Hey,
get
we
your
are
Echo
live
duck
on
calls and
YouTube.
Haydale and
We're about to be
Fletchstone
live on
calls.
YouTube.
At Taylor Arms, you can get the new Matthews Phase 4 or Expedition bows and shotguns from Beretta, Browning, Weatherby, and Winchester. And Jared has cell phone game cameras from Browning, Bushnell, and Moultrie. That's Taylor Arms, Highway 64 in Wynne.
Get armed at Taylor Arms.
Making funeral arrangements can be overwhelming, so take some of the stress off of your loved ones with pre-planning at Cross County Funeral Service and Crematory. Waiting could be much more costly to your family when a death occurs. We have many options, and our knowledgeable staff with years of experience is available to help guide and support you. Contact Pam or Mitzi at 870-587-0565 to set your appointment today, or come by 2106 Highway 64 Spur in Wynne behind the former Kelly's Restaurant.
It's time once again for Delta Trade Day's Christmas Extravaganza, coming to the Technology Center for the Delta in Wynne, Arkansas on Saturday, December 10th from 9 to 3. Admission just $1, kids 10 and under free. Shop for Christmas ornaments, wreaths, beauty products, trendy apparel, gourmet foods, handmade crafts, and much, much more. Special guests Santa and the Grinch. That's Delta Trade Day's Christmas Extravaganza, Saturday, December 10th at the Technology Center for the Delta, Wynne, Arkansas.
Red River Ford Toyota, located at 1903 North Falls Boulevard in Wynne, is the fastest growing Toyota dealership in the state. They currently have up to 700 pre-owned vehicles available and have a need for additional pre-owned vehicles. So give them a call today at 870-238-70 7770 to see what they can do for you. They've also got great deals on new vehicles, and they'll deliver to you. Visit them online at redriverfordtoyota.com or in person at 1903 North Falls Boulevard, Wynne, Arkansas.
We are back here in Wynne Yellow Jackets Stadium, and we are actually approaching tip-off here for the Wynne Yellow Jackets. It is time for us to be live. We are ready to go. Within 1 minute left, and these teams are approaching their benches. Referees are giving one final talk, getting everything in order, and we are about ready to get going. Lots of folks here. I mean, this is probably about, I'd have to say this is more full in the Yellow Jacket arena than we've seen, in recent years. It is full, and so this is a great night for basketball. It's nice and rainy outside, so this is probably the place to be in Wynne, Arkansas tonight. Looks like they are going to allow a little bit more time for the starting lineups to be announced over the public address, and so I think we probably are going to take one more 2-minute break, and then we should be ready for Wynne Yellow Jacket basketball. So Wynne Yellow Jacket
15-month certificate of deposit or money market specials. You can visit us at 1816 North Falls in Wynne or any of our Partners Bank locations in Helena, West Helena, Marville, Marion, Conway, or Johnson. You can call us at 870-338-6451. At Partners Bank, we are better together. Other fees and restrictions may apply. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The success of a crop begins with field preparation and agricultural equipment manufactured by House Industries in Cherry Valley, Arkansas. Located in the heart of the Delta, House Industries specializes in tillage and seedbed preparation equipment. From residue management and light tillage to seedbed preparation, House Industries has the equipment you need to preserve nutrients, conserve water, and prevent erosion. To increase efficiency when planting this year's crop, visit your local Greenway Equipment dealership for pricing availability or call House Industries at 870-588-3773.
Out with the old and in with the new. As the seasons change, so does our inventory at County Line Irrigation. There is no need to wait. You can find what you need before everything gets picked over. If you want it, there is a chance we have it at County Line Irrigation. Before you drive to Jonesboro or Memphis, shop local and see what your local businesses have to offer. That's County Line Irrigation, located on Highway 1, 5 miles south of Wynne. Come and see us or give us a call at 870-238-5500. That's a store that is so much more, where you'll find friendly spaces with smiling faces.
And we're back at Yellow Jacket Stadium. The tip-off is ready, and they're fighting for it, and it goes to the Brookland Bearcats. It's the point guard, Briar Aldred. He kicks it over to number 15. That would be Matt Harrell. Back to Harrell. Top of the key, Parham swings it over to the wing. Works his dribble right, kicks it into the corner. Short corner, it's Allred. Allred back out to the top of the key with Cole Kirby, and the shot is put up by Matt Harrell, and that three-point basket is good for the Brookland Bearcats. That starts out the Wynne Yellow Jackets. It's Ronnie Townsend and Lamont Cunningham, the backcourt for the Jackets. Over to Lamont. Kicks it over to Morjay Patterson at the pivot spot. Back over to Duran. Duran drives in, kicks it over to Ronnie. He drives the lane, passes it to KJ Jones, but they are going to call a blocking foul on the Brookland Bearcats. So it's Ronnie Townsend inbounding the basketball for the Jackets. That was Brookland's first foul of the night. Townsend inbounds it to Lamont Cunningham, who drives left, kicks it over to Ronnie. Townsend works his dribble top of the key, orchestrating the offense, calls for the screen with KJ Jones, loses his dribble, picks it up and hits it to a Morjay Patterson, who takes the mid-range jumper. It doesn't go. Rebound, KJ Jones. He's fighting for it, and that pass is turned over to the Brookland Bearcats. Driving the lane, puts it up, and he is fouled. That is going to be a 1-and-1, a shooting foul. Shooting foul on Ronnie Townsend. That was, or no, that is going to be called on the floor. On the floor, that is a foul, and it's Tyler Parham inbounding, and it's stolen by the Wynne Yellow Jackets. Ronnie Townsend protecting the ball as he takes it across the half court. Works his dribble over to the wing. It's Duran. Back to Townsend. Top of the key at the wing. Lamont Cunningham's defender misses, and he's on the floor. Townsend drives the lane, works his dribble back outside. Duran Thompson kicks it inside to Morjay Patterson, back out to Townsend. Yellow Jackets really trying to slow things down here, find a good look on offense. Townsend works his dribble inside, and he's got a contested look. He puts it up, and it won't go. Rebound goes to the Bearcats. Allred picks up the rebound for them. Gets their point guard, Parham. Parham's their big star on the season so far. Back to Parham, over to Kirby. Kirby drives the lane, and he puts up the floater. It won't go, and a foul is going to be called on number 24, KJ Jones. So that's going to send the Bearcats to the line for the first time tonight. It's Kirby shooting 2. His first shot is up, and it's good. That makes the score Bearcats 4, Yellow Jackets nothing with 5:58 left to play in the first. Taheem Frost checks into the ball game in exchange for Morjay Patterson, who's back on the bench. And that second free throw is also good. Duran Thompson inbounds it to Townsend. Townsend works his dribble across half court. Slows it down here, sets up a little isolation at the top of the key. Over to Lamont Cunningham, who loses the ball, but he gets it back, swings it over to Townsend. Duran on the right wing, feeds it into KJ in the corner. Duran Thompson feeds it back to Townsend. Townsend drives inside, and is that going to be a shot clock, or is it a timeout? Timeout called by Jordan Weaver. That was the Yellow Jackets' first timeout, and that is going to be a full timeout, and we will be back in a moment. Yellow Jackets trail 0-5. 30-second timeout, sorry. Yellow Jackets trail 0-5.
A challenging economy has a way of making us take a long look at our assets and make hard decisions. Oftentimes the verdict is that some or all of those assets need to be turned to cash. Witcher Auctions has been helping our clients do just that since 1972. Rather than a one-size-fits-all approach, we offer a full range of options for the sale of your farm and heavy equipment, including live and online auctions, net guarantees, and complete buyouts. Call us today at 870-238-1400 or visit us online at witcherauctions.com. Witcher Auctions, the professional since 1972.
Yellow Jackets are back after a short timeout. Jordan Weaver didn't like what he saw. He wanted to get some organization here. They're going to work a play out of the inbound pass. It's Thompson. Thompson back to Lamont Cunningham. Back to Townsend, the point guard. Works it over to Thompson. And another, what's that going to be called? Is that a double dribble was going to be called on the Yellow Jackets. So the Bearcats are going to have possession there. Briar Allred, the forward for the Bearcats, is going to be inbounding it to their point guard, which is number 15, Matt Harrell. Yellow Jackets still scoreless, 5:16 left in the first as the Bearcats are working on offense. Swinging it across, trying to spread the defense apart. It's number 4, Cole Kirby puts up the 3. It won't go. And the Yellow Jackets are going to get that rebound. It's Lamont Cunningham and Townsend, the backcourt for the Jackets. Taheem Frost, KJ Jones, and Daxton Harris fill in the front court. Over to Harris. Harris works the dribble top of the key, feeds it over to Cunningham. Cunningham back to Taheem Frost, who drives inside. Pass almost swatted away, but Townsend's able to retain possession and puts up the floater. And he is going to be fouled. Was he fouled on the shot, or was that another timeout? That's going to be a foul on the shot, so the Yellow Jackets are going to shoot 2. Yes, Yellow Jackets are going to shoot 2. It is Ronnie Townsend at the charity stripe tonight for his first time. Trying to get some points on the board for the Jackets. They're held scoreless with 4:44 left to play. His first free throw misses. Into the ball game for the Bearcats is number 12, Corbin Wright. Townsend's second free throw is up, and it is good with a touch off of the rim. So Bearcats are back at work on offense. They have a lead by 4. A quick three-point shot. It's no good. KJ Jones fights for the rebound, and he gets it. Ronnie Townsend, the point guard. Handling the ball for the Jackets tonight. Kicks it over to Daxton Harris, makes some good motion off the ball. Feeds it over to Lamont Cunningham. Top of the key, Cunningham feeds it over to KJ Jones, who puts up the three, and it goes. KJ Jones with the three-point basket. That's the Yellow Jackets' first three-pointer of the night, and from the big man nonetheless. Harrell sitting back at around the volleyball lines, waiting to get something happening here. It's Parham. Parham feeds it over to Harrell. Inside to Wright. Wright drives, and it gets blocked. And that's going to be, I think, a travel on the Bearcats. So that's going to be Wynne Yellow Jackets ball. It was Corbin Wright. Couldn't maintain his pivot foot. Townsend, point guard for the Yellow Jackets, just down one. Drives inside, he's double teamed. Feeds it over to Cunningham, who feeds it to KJ Jones on the inside. He puts up the floater and it won't go. Taheem Frost with the putback. 2 points for the Yellow Jackets. Yellow Jackets take the lead, 6-5. Cunningham feeds it inside. It's number 40, Mason Woodall, who puts up the shot, and it won't go. He grabs his own miss. And that's going to be a jump ball fought for by Townsend. So Yellow Jackets are going to have that. Carrying across the half court, it's Townsend. Diverging from the paint, it is Cunningham, and Daxton Harris puts up the three, and it goes. Daxton Harris with the three-point basket puts the Yellow Jackets up 4. A great start for the Yellow Jackets after a really slow first couple minutes of the game. Zone look on defense for the Jackets. Townsend and Taheem Frost closes out on the three-point shot by Cole Kirby, but he makes it regardless. Brooklyn Bearcats now have 8 with 2:35 left in the first. Top of the key, Townsend feeds it over to Cunningham. Cunningham drives the lane, puts up the rebound, and he is going to be called for an offensive foul. It's an offensive foul on Ronnie Townsend. And Harrell is taking the ball across the court for the Bearcats, looking to get the lead back in their favor. A lot of highs and lows for the Yellow Jackets so far this season. It would be an incredible way to start off the conference by picking up this win against Brookland. It's number 4, Cole Kirby's three-point shot missing, and Cunningham has come up with the rebound. Feeds it over to Townsend. Daxton Harris works his way around the wing. Works his dribble closely guarded by Kirby. Feeds it over to Townsend. Back to Taheem Frost, who loses his footing. Passes the ball back to Townsend. Yellow Jackets are doing a great job possessing the ball on offense tonight. Drives inside, and he loses it. I guess I spoke too soon. Fighting for it, and it's going to be Yellow Jacket ball. Yellow Jacket ball. I could have thought it went out off of Taheem Frost, but the officiating crew, nope, they did reverse that call. So it's going to go to the Brooklyn Bearcats. So I thought that was how things went. It looked like it went off of the foot of Taheem Frost. Harrell is really working the offense for the Brooklyn Bearcats. I mean, you can tell he's really the computer behind the machine. Feeds it inside to Mason Woodall, who puts up his shot, and that's good from the elbow. Bearcats take the lead 10-9 with just 1:10 left in the first. Townsend over to Cunningham. It's almost stolen by Harrell. Puts up a shot, it won't go. Yellow Jackets are fighting for the rebound. A little bit of confusion between two white jerseys, and they were not able to come up with it. It's Harrell back on the attack. Feeds it over to Woodall, who puts up the three-point basket. It's not good. Hard rebound by number 4. Blocked away by KJ Jones, and man, they're just fighting on the interior. And Mason Woodall looks like he's able to finally put the points on the board. So the Bearcats lead 12-9. 30 seconds left to play as Ronnie Townsend works the dribble. Looks like they're going to end off the quarter with this possession as Jordan Weaver gets some last-second wisdom to his team. Trying to end the quarter off with a basket. Yellow Jackets have done a great job of trying to control the momentum of this game, stay in it. Taheem Frost back to Townsend, drives the lane. He loses it, and it's going to go off of a Brookland Bearcat, and they are going back with 2 seconds left, and the Yellow Jackets have it and lose it, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Yeah, it's going to be the end of the first quarter, so we are going to take a little bit of a break. Yellow Jackets trail the Brookland Bearcats 9-12.
Have you searched and searched for just the right furniture, then found it only to be told you can't buy what's on the floor, it has to be ordered? Then you wait for months for it to come in. Wait no more. At Southern Furniture, if they have it on the floor, you can get it today. No waiting. At Southern Furniture in Wynne and Forest City, you can buy what you see and get it today. That's a good thing, especially when you have an empty room you need to fill. Head to Southern Furniture on North Washington in Forest City and in the Oakwood Shopping Center in Wynne.
Have you asked yourself, what would your loved ones do if faced with a death in your family? I'm Regan Hill with Cronulla Funeral Home in Wynne. The simplest and most economical way to deal with this issue is through our advanced funeral planning or low-cost funeral insurance programs. For a personal planning guide and information on available plans, feel free to contact us at Cronulla Funeral Home, 315 Union, Wynne, Arkansas. You can't predict the future, but you can plan for it. Cronulla Funeral Home in Wynne.
And back we are at Yellow Jackets Stadium, where the Yellow Jackets currently trail the Brookland Bearcats 9-12 as they enter the second quarter. The lineup for the Jackets, it looks like it's going to be the same lineup they ended the first quarter on. It seemed like it was working pretty good for the Jackets. It's Daxton Harris and Ronnie Townsend, as well as Lamont Cunningham, Camden Jones, and Taheem Frost. Lineup for the Bearcats looks pretty different. It's Eli King, number 0. Filling out in the corner, Mason Woodall. He's a familiar face for anyone who's been listening so far. Tyler Parham, number 15, Matt Harrell, and number 4, Cole Kirby. Kirby over to number 0, Eli King. Eli King at the wing, back to Kirby. Kirby feeds it inside to Woodall. Woodall, that is a tall man. He's going to fight, and that's going to be a travel called on the Bearcats. Woodall, he's got some size, 230 pounds, 6'6", at the pivot spot for the Bearcats. Just couldn't get a basket there, and so the Yellow Jackets are back on offense. Ronnie Townsend feeds it into the wing. Daxton Harris back to Townsend. Townsend works his dribble, trying to wait for an open look. Nothing yet. Great zone defense here for the Brookland Bearcats. Daxton Harris doing a great job of getting open tonight. He's at the top of the key, back to Ronnie Townsend. Looking for a screen. It's Daxton Harris, sets one for Taheem Frost. Ronnie Townsend feeds it in to Frost. He's fighting inside the paint, and he's going to be fouled hard by Mason Woodall, and that's going to send Taheem Frost to the line. It's just the Yellow Jackets' second trip to the line tonight, and it's Taheem Frost's first trip to the line. While he gets this first shot off, Jordan Weaver's taking a chance to talk some things over with the remainder of his lineup. That first shot is up, and it's no good. Yellow Jackets are struggling from the charity stripe in their look so far. They're now 1 for 3. And his second shot is good, so the Yellow Jackets are going to stick at a perfect 50%, or an exact 50%. That's not really perfect. Right at 50%, 2 for 4. White over to Parham. Screen set by Woodall. Parham feeds it back out to King. King inside, and that ball is going to be lost. Fought for, double team by the Yellow Jackets, and it's going to be a contested look there. Fighting for the rebound, and they're going to get it. The Bearcats are just hustling on the offensive glass tonight. KJ Jones finally gets away with it. They stopped the bleeding there on the Brookland attack. Taheem Frost's shot attempt was knocked away by Mason Woodall, so the Jackets are going to retain possession there. It's Townsend inbounding the basketball. 4 men on the perimeter for the Yellow Jackets. KJ Jones, the sole man in the painted area. Cunningham over to Harris. Harris back to Townsend. Feeds it over to KJ Jones. Back to Townsend. Screen set by KJ Jones and the pick and roll. And that's going to be called as a travel on Camden Jones. So it was KJ O'Brien Jones called for the travel there on the Yellow Jackets, and it's going to send the possession back the other way. It's Wright over to King, back to Wright. Feeds it into Woodall. Woodall drives the lane. He puts up a floater, and it's good. Great fundamental basket there by Woodall. Townsend. Townsend works his dribble top of the key. Over to Cunningham, who's wide open. He lost the basketball. That's going to go out of bounds off of the Yellow Jackets. So Bearcats are going to get another chance here to extend their lead. Bearcats are currently up by 4 with 5:40 left to play in the half. 15, Matt Harrell works his dribble guarded by Coleman in the full court press. And that is going to be a timeout called by Bobby Gross. Seems to be displeased with some disorganization on his side. So that is going to be a full timeout. The Yellow Jackets will be back in 1 minute.
Hi, folks. This is Sean at Caldwell Lumber in Wynne, and great Christmas gifts are in stock now. Blackstone griddles, Cajun fryers, Krager pellet grills, and a complete line of DeWalt tools. And a Caldwell Lumber gift card makes a great gift for those hard-to-buy guys and gals. Yeti coolers and tumblers, and a complete line of steel products. Oh yeah, we got lumber. If it's for the home or Christmas, we got you covered. Merry Christmas from Caldwell Lumber, Highway 1 in Wynne.
Consolidated Grain and Barge keeps you up to date and your farming operation at your fingertips with our mobile app, MyCGB. Access MyCGB 24/7 and manage.
And we're back after the timeout for the Yellow by the Brookland Bearcats. It's Corbin Wright.
Stay connected and receive alerts to timely information. Consolidated Grain and Barge has 7 convenient locations: West Memphis, Tunica, Osceola, Old Town, Friars Point, and 2 locations in Helena. The leader in the ag and transportation industry.
And we're back. Sorry, we had a little bit of technical difficulties there. Mason Woodall fought on the interior, grabbed his own miss, and put up the shot for the basket. He's got 8 points on the night. He's got about 5 rebounds so far as the clock pushes within 5 minutes in the half. The Bearcats do lead 16-10 as Daxton Harris works the ball from the wing over to Lamont Cunningham, who drives inside. He puts up the shot, and it's no good. Rebound Wright. Harrell feeds it back over to Wright. Inside, contested pass. Woodall is able to fight through it, and he gets a basket, and that puts him into double digits. Timeout's going to be called by the Yellow Jackets, and that's a 30-second timeout.
Evolve Bank and Trust in Wynne is here to help you get your home ready for the season. Stop putting off those much-needed repairs and improvements with the home equity line of credit from Evolve. Use the equity you already have in your home for a new furnace, roof, windows, or even a brand new kitchen. Call us for more details at 870-238-5557 or come by our Wynne Banking Center at 1690 North Falls Boulevard. Visit us online at getevolved.com. Apply today for a home equity line of credit from Evolve Bank and Trust. Subject to credit approval, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
So a short breather there for the Brookland Bearcats. Seems like things were starting to slip away from them, and Jordan Weaver said, hey, let's back up and take a look at some things. They fought hard earlier in this game, but Mason Woodall, especially the 6'6" junior, is just fighting hard on the interior, picking up lots of rebounds. That he's got 7 now. 7 rebounds with 10 points. Looks like he's on his way to a double-double if nothing changes for him. Townsend going to inbound the basketball to Daxton Harris. More Jay Patterson, Taheem Frost, and Duran Thompson make up the front court. Thompson over to, feeds with a lob pass to Patterson. He overthrew him, and that's going to be stolen away by Corbin Wright. Drops it back to Harrell. Harrell, the point guard. at the center of the court, just about a foot past the half-court line. They really like their space offensively. Ford drives baseline, and he gets the pass from Harrell. It's back to number 23 for the Bearcats, and I actually don't have a number for him on offense. So number 23, I think that's Slade Smith. But that's not the lineup that I received prior to the game, but we're going to call that Slade Smith. I think that is the correct player for that jersey. It's Townsend. Townsend, top of the key, screen set by Morjay Patterson, hits him on the pick and roll, and he loses the basketball. Feeds it over to Smith, who puts up the layup, and it's misses. Morjay Patterson with the rebound. Feeds it back to Townsend, and the Yellow Jackets are moving fast on offense. Trying to catch him off guard, and that ball is stolen by the Bearcats. It looks like it's Carson Holl. No, that would be Tyler Parham, who's going to capitalize on the turnover. Those are his first points tonight. Duran Thompson over on the wing. It's back to Townsend. Screen set by Taheem Frost. Drives inside, puts up the mid-range jumper. It won't go. Taheem Frost with the putback. That puts the Yellow Jackets to 12. 12 points so far tonight with 2:36 left to play in the period. Harrell over to Kirby. They're going to wait this one out, use most of their shot clock here as they run up a play. Back to Harrell, over to Smith. Feeds it inside to Parham, and he doesn't get that shot to go, but 12 tries to put up another shot after grabbing an offensive rebound, and they could not get it to go. It's Duran Thompson on the counterattack. Morjay Patterson tries to grab the ball that was knocked away, but he could not hang on to it. Brookland Bearcats are going to score once again. It was number 20, Tyler Parham. It's his second basket of the game. He has 4 points now. Fouls have not been a big factor tonight. Neither team has really just put up too many. Three team fouls for either squad. Smith falls to the ground. He gets himself back up. Daxon Harris calls for the pass. Was looking for a shot there, but his defender is able to get back up and get back in position. It's Townsend at the wing once again. Yellow Jackets trying to slow some things down once again. Daxon Harris at the wing, drives the lane and puts up a floater. It won't go. It's going to be rebound Harrell. Even though he runs the point guard position for the Bearcats, he's actually got some good length to him. He's around 6'3". He fights hard on rebounds. He's a really fundamental player. Puts up a long three-point shot, and it goes. Harrell with the three-point basket puts the Bearcats up to 28 points. The Bearcats lead by 16 with 54 seconds left to play in the half. Desperately needing a basket here. It's Townsend over to Daxon Harris, who loses it and desperately tries to grab that one out of bounds, but he actually gives it to the other team. Harrell goes for the pump fake, but he slid a little bit, and that's going to be called for a travel. And a timeout's going to be called by Jordan Weaver and his Yellow Jackets. No, it's not a timeout, just a substitution, so they're bringing in some new faces to end off the half here. Lamont Cunningham, Heath Sanders in the backcourt. John Weatherford at the 3 spot. Taheem Frost and Lamont Cunningham. Duran Thompson filling out the front court. Heath Sanders running the point. Looks for Cunningham, and Cunningham's pass is intercepted by the Bearcats. And they stepped out of bounds, so the Yellow Jackets are going to retain possession. And it is John Weatherford works his dribble into the paint, and it's going to be stolen by the Bearcats. It's Cole Kirby who fights for it, and he slips to the ground. 17 seconds left to play. And that's going to be a kicked ball violation called on the Yellow Jackets. We have a correction to make earlier. We did have a problem with our roster. Number 23 for the Bearcats is Tashawn Wells. Sean Wells, we have him as number 2. And the shot is going to be put up by Harrell. Long three-point shot. It won't go, and that's going to put the Yellow Jackets to halftime. So at the half, the Yellow Jackets trail by 16 points. Current score is 12-28. You're listening to Wynne Yellow Jacket Basketball. We will be back with the halftime show in a moment.
Here's to our small business owners and everything you do to help your business succeed. I know what it takes because I also run a small business here in Cross County. I understand the unique needs of local business owners, and I will make it easy to choose the right protection at just the right price, because one thing you don't need is added stress. Call your local State Farm agent, Meredith Peeler, at 870-238-3800 today.
Taylor Arms reminds you the duck season is open and they're ready with all kinds of steel shot. Winchester, Kent, Viochi, and Migra. They have Mojo, Flambeau, and Cup decoys. And get your Echo Duck calls and Haydell and Flextone calls. At Taylor Arms, you can get the new Matthews Phase 4 or Expedition bows and shotguns from Beretta, Browning, Weatherby, and Winchester. And Jared has cell phone game cameras from Browning, Bushnell, and Moultrie. That's Taylor Arms, Highway 64 in Wynne.
Get armed at Taylor Arms.
The death of a loved one is one of the most difficult phases of life, but at Cross County Funeral Service and Crematory, we're here to help you with your journey. We offer funeral services, burial, and cremation with low prices and special packages. We even offer pet cremation for the loss of your fur baby. Contact Pam or Mitzi at 870-587-0565 or come by 2106 Highway 64 Spur in Wynne. Cross County Funeral Service and Crematory.
It's time once again for Delta Trade Day's Christmas Extravaganza, coming to the Technology Center for the Delta in Wynne, Arkansas on Saturday, December 10th from 9 to 3. Admission just $1, kids 10 and under free. Shop for Christmas ornaments, wreaths, beauty products, trendy apparel, gourmet foods, handmade crafts, and much, much more. Special guests Santa and the Grinch. That's Delta Trade Day's Christmas Extravaganza, Saturday, December 10th at the Technology Center for the Delta, Wynne, Arkansas.
At halftime for the Wynne Yellow Jacket basketball game, and we've got some scoring leaders for you tonight. Leading the Yellow Jackets in scoring is Taheem Frost with 5 points. He also leads the team in rebounds with 3. And then for the Bearcats, Mason Woodall is leading the charge. It's their big man. He's got 10 points and 7 rebounds. He's almost to a double-double. So we'll be back with some more stats in a moment after a short commercial break. And Yellow Jacket basketball will return in a moment.
Red River Ford Toyota, located at 1903 North Falls Boulevard in Wynne, is the fastest growing Toyota dealership in the state. They currently have up to 700 pre-owned vehicles available and have a need for additional pre-owned vehicles. So give them a call today at 870-238-7770 to see what they can do for you. They've also got great deals on new vehicles, and they'll deliver to you. Visit them online at redriverfordtoyota.com or in person at 1903 North Falls Boulevard, Wynne, Arkansas.
Do you have a need for bookkeeping, payroll, accounts payable, or receivable services at your farm or your business? Miller & Sullivan can help. With over 80 years combined experience, they offer tax preparation and business consultation, partnership and LLC formation, notary public service, payroll, and full bookkeeping services. Miller & Sullivan Accounting Group, providing service that counts. Located at 640 North Falls Boulevard, Wynne, Arkansas. Stop by or give them a call today at 870-238-4120.
Ask about our new offer. This is Shannon Hirons with Partners Bank. We are currently offering a new 15-month certificate of deposit rate and a new money market rate. You can visit us at 1816 North Falls Boulevard or any of our Partners Bank locations in Helena, West Helena, Marvel, Marion, Conway, or Johnson, or call us at 870-338-6451. At Partners Bank, we are better together. Other fees and restrictions may apply. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The success of a crop begins begins with field preparation and agricultural equipment manufactured by House Industries in Cherry Valley, Arkansas. Located in the heart of the Delta, House Industries specializes in tillage and seedbed preparation equipment. From residue management and light tillage to seedbed preparation, House Industries has the equipment you need to preserve nutrients, conserve water, and prevent erosion. To increase efficiency when planting this year's crop, visit your local Greenway Equipment dealership for pricing availability or call House Industries at 870-588-3773.
Out with the old and in with the new. As the seasons change, so does our inventory at County Line Irrigation. There is no need to wait. You can find what you need before everything gets picked over. If you want it, there is a chance we have it at County Line Irrigation. Before you drive to Jonesboro or Memphis, shop local and see what your local businesses have to offer. That's County Line Irrigation, located on Highway 1, 5 miles south of Wynne. Come and see us or give us a call at 870-238-5500. That's a store that is so much more, where you'll find friendly spaces with smiling faces.
I'm Jill Davis, a certified pediatric nurse practitioner, now practicing at Harmony Health Clinic located at 1920 North Falls Boulevard in Wynne. We are now open and accepting new patients of all ages. Let our care team at Harmony Health show you a hometown approach that is reminiscent of the past but ahead of the future. We are open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Walk-ins welcome daily from 8 to 4:30. Visit harmonyhealthclinic.com or call 870-587-0800 to set up your appointment today. Harmony Health Clinic, a different kind of healthcare for our kind of people.
A challenging economy has a way of making us take a long look at our assets and make hard decisions. Oftentimes the verdict is that some or all of those assets need to be turned to cash. Witcher Auctions has been helping our clients do just that since 1972. Rather than a one-size-fits-all approach, we offer a full range of options for the sale of your farm and heavy equipment, including live and online auctions, net guarantees, and complete buyouts. Call us today at 870-238-1400 or visit us online at witcherauctions.com. Witcher Auctions, the professionals since 1972.
Glenn Patterson and the folks at Southern Furniture in Forey City and Wynne have been around for many decades now, bringing you everyday low pricing on quality brand names like Bassett, Lazy Boy, Ashley, and others. And for years, Southern Furniture has carried their own accounts. So when you buy at Southern, you also can pay at Southern, and decisions are made right there in the store, not in some far-off office. Next time you're in the need of furniture, bedding, or appliances, go see Glenn and the crew at Southern Furniture. They'll make you feel right at home.
Here at Yellow Jacket Stadium for your halftime statistics. So we're working on getting everything together. And we have, as we mentioned earlier, it's Taheem Frost is leading in the statistical categories for the Wynne Yellow Jackets. He's got 5 points and 3 rebounds, and he got that all on 50% shooting. The Yellow Jackets, as a team, 2 for 10 for field goals. And then they are also 2 for 2, a perfect 2 for 2 on three-point baskets. And they're also 2 for 4 on free throw attempts. For the Bearcats, a much more efficient game for them. As we mentioned earlier, it's Mason Woodall, their big man. And he has 10 points, 7 rebounds so far in the night. The Bearcats are shooting a pretty efficient 3 for 6 from beyond the arc. And as a team, they're looking at about 10 for 18 for just general shooting. So the Bearcats have around 56% from the field. So pretty impressive, pretty nice, efficient game for them. Yellow Jackets struggled a little bit in the later part of the second half, but they saw some flashes where they were really hanging in this ball game. So we got 2 more quarters to play, and it's pretty exciting to just see how this one's going to unfold. We're going to have another quick break, and we'll see how the Yellow Jackets do in the remaining half. Yellow Jacket basketball will return shortly.
With Cronulla Family Funeral Protection Plans, you have peace of mind, knowing that your loved ones won't be burdened with final expenses. I'm Regan Hill with Cronulla Funeral Home. Costly and unwise decisions are common when family members are emotional and no plans have been made in advance. I know it's easy to put off these kinds of decisions, but you'll be doing your family a favor when you contact Cronulla Funeral Home in Wynne about advanced funeral planning. Give us a call or stop by Cronulla Funeral Home, 315 Union, Wynne, Arkansas.
Hi, folks. This is Sean at Caldwell Lumber in Wynne, and great Christmas gifts are in stock now. Blackstone griddles, Cajun fryers, Krager pellet grills, and a complete line of DeWalt tools. And a Caldwell Lumber gift card makes a great gift for those hard-to-buy guys and gals. Yeti coolers and tumblers, and a complete line of steel Caldwell Lumber, Highway 1 in Wynne.
Consolidated Grain and Barge keeps you up to date and your farming operation at your fingertips with our mobile app, MyCGB. Access MyCGB 24/7 and manage your grain transactions electronically. From ticket to settlement, you can even view contracts, sign them electronically, and store them within the app for quick reference. Stay connected and receive alerts to timely information. Consolidated Grain and Barge has 7 convenient locations: West Memphis, Tunica, Osceola, Old Town, Friars Point, and 2 locations in Helena. The leader in the ag and transportation industry.
Evolve Bank and Trust in Wynne is here to help you get your home ready for the season. Stop putting off those much-needed repairs and improvements with the home equity line of credit from Evolve. Use the equity you already have in your home for a new furnace, roof, windows, or even a brand new kitchen. Call us for more details at 870-238-5557 or come by our Wynne Banking Center at 1690 North Falls Boulevard. Visit us online at getevolved.com. Apply today for a home equity line of credit from Evolve Bank and Trust. Subject to credit approval.
Are back here at Yellow Jacket Stadium. Little dribblers are doing their thing here on the home court of the Wynne Yellow Jackets. We are still waiting on halftime. Just under 3 minutes, but that time on the scoreboard is currently stopped there. It looks like they're in a little bit of a grace period, these kids, as they go try to put the ball in the basket. Looks like it's almost like a little bit of a scrimmage here. And so what we're going to do is we're going to once again thank our sponsors for the broadcast tonight, since we've got a little bit of a moment here. Proudly supporting the broadcast for the Wynne Yellow Jacket basketball team is Evolve Bank, Caldwell Lumber, Caldwell Pharmacy, Consolidated Grain and Barge, County Line Irrigation, Cross County Crematory, First Financial Bank, ECS House Industries, Harmony Health Clinic, Miller and Sullivan Accounting Group, Hayes, Kernodle Funeral Home, First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas, Red River Ford Toyota, Southern Furniture, State Farm, Meredith Peeler, Taylor Arms, Ungarank Chiropractor, Partners Bank, Westmoreland Heating and Air, Witcher Auctions, and Wynne Apothecary. So, while we wait for the second half of basketball to begin, we're going to take another break. Yellow Jacket basketball will return shortly.
You've changed thousands of diapers, cut off hundreds of crusts, played hours of peekaboo and duck goose, because you'd do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. I will help make it easy and affordable to help protect your family, no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you do anything for, life insurance can mean everything. Call me, Meredith Peeler, in Wynne today, 870-238-3800.
Taylor Arms reminds you the duck season is open and they're ready with all kinds of steel shows. Winchester, Kent, Viochi, and Migra. They have Mojo, Flambeau, and Cup decoys. And get your Echo Duck calls and Haydell and Flextone calls. At Taylor Arms, you can get the new Matthews Phase 4 or Expedition bows and shotguns from Beretta, Browning, Weatherby, and Winchester. And Jared has cell phone game cameras from Browning, Bushnell, and Moultrie. That's Taylor Arms, Highway 64 in Wynne.
Get armed at Taylor Arms.
Making funeral arrangements can be overwhelming, so take some of the stress off of your loved ones with pre-planning at Cross County Funeral Service and Crematory. Waiting could be much more costly to your family when a death occurs. We have many options, and our knowledgeable staff with years of experience is available to help guide and support you. Contact Pam or Mitzi at 870-587-0565 to set your appointment today, or come by 2106 Highway 64 Spur in Wynne behind the former Kelly's Restaurant.
It's time once again for Delta Trade Days Christmas Extravaganza, coming to the Technology Center for the Delta in Wynne, Arkansas on Saturday, December 10th from 9 to 3. Admission just $1, kids 10 and under free. Shop for Christmas ornaments, wreaths, beauty products, trendy apparel, gourmet holiday foods, handmade crafts, and much, much more. Special guests Santa and the Grinch. That's Delta Trade Days Christmas Extravaganza, Saturday, December 10th at the Technology Center for the Delta, Wynne, Arkansas.
Back we are. The Wynne Yellow Jackets are starting once again to get ready to play this second half. Warm-ups are resuming, and there is 5 minutes left in halftime. I know I did lie to y'all last time, but the Little Dribblers were finishing up their routine, and so they have added a little bit more time for these players to get ready to play the second half. So just some thoughts on tonight. The Yellow Jackets, they performed well, but they also had some shortcomings. It almost seemed like times when they really got slowed down, set the offense, they were able to put some points on the board, but it's a difficult thing to try to play to Brookland's pace. You know, it's something that really only they're used to. And so as the Wynne Yellow Jackets had trouble getting baskets to fall, the Brookland Bearcats started to slip away. And now a 16-point deficit is not too desperate to dig out of. I mean, you have another half of basketball to play. This is the kind of thing where you have to look up and make some adjustments pretty quick. As for the Bearcats, they are pouring things on, dominating on the offensive glass and shooting a really impressive 60% from the field, as well as 50% from three-point. And they're just putting up a good night tonight in their conference debut. So with 3:50 left before the second half of basketball starts, we're going to take another break. Yellow Jacket basketball returns in a moment.
Red River Ford Toyota, located at 1903 North Falls Boulevard in Wynne, is the fastest growing Toyota dealership in the state. They currently have up to 700 pre-owned vehicles available and have a need for additional pre-owned vehicles. So give them a call today at 870-238-7770 to see what they can do for you. They've also got great deals on new vehicles, and they'll deliver to you. Visit them online at redriverfordtoyota.com or in person at 1903 North Falls Boulevard, Wynne, Arkansas.
Do you have a need for bookkeeping, payroll, accounts payable, or receivable services at your farm or your business? Miller & Sullivan can help. With over 80 years combined experience, they offer tax preparation and business consultation, partnership and LLC formation, notary public service, payroll, and full bookkeeping services. Miller & Sullivan Accounting Group, providing service that counts. Located at 640 North Falls Boulevard, Wynne, Arkansas. Stop by or give them a call today at 870-238-4120.
Come grow with us. This is Brett Shepard with Partners Bank. Ask about our 15-month certificate of deposit or money market specials. You can visit us at 1816 North Falls and Wynne or any of our Partners Bank locations in Helena, West Helena, Marville, Marion, Conway, or Johnson. You can call us at 870-338-6451. At Partners Bank, we are better together. Other fees and restrictions may apply. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The success of a crop begins with field preparation and agricultural equipment manufactured by House Industries in Cherry Valley, Arkansas. Located in the heart of the Delta, House Industries specializes in tillage and seedbed preparation equipment. From residue management and light tillage to seedbed preparation, House Industries has the equipment you need to preserve nutrients, conserve water, and prevent erosion. To increase efficiency when planting this year's crop, visit your local Greenway Equipment dealership for pricing availability or call House Industries at 870-588-3773.
We are back at Yellow Jacket Stadium. 1 minute, 34 seconds left in halftime. Yellow Jackets are still going through their warm-ups, as are the Brookland Bearcats. The Brookland Bearcats have some interesting faces on their roster. Someone to point out is one of the members of their starting lineup, Briar Allred. Not only does he start on the basketball team, he also attended the state tournament in tennis. Also, their assistant coach of the Brookland Bearcats, is also the head tennis coach. So a lot of basketball players are also stepping onto the tennis court. Just a fun fact as we're getting ready to tip off here. 50 seconds left. Let's take one 30-second break and get ready to play another half of basketball.
Out with the old and in with the new. As the seasons change, so does our inventory at County Line Irrigation. There is no need to wait. You can find what you need before everything gets picked over. If you want it, there is a chance we have it at County Line Irrigation. Before you drive to Jonesboro or Memphis, shop local and see what your local businesses have to offer. That's County Line Irrigation, located on Highway 1, 5 miles south of Wynne. Come and see us or give us a call at 870-238-5500. That's the store that is so much more, where you'll find friendly spaces with smiling faces.
And we're back after that little short break, and we're finally ready to play the second half of Wynne Yellow Jacket basketball tonight. I know it was a lengthy halftime, but, it's the first night here, first conference game here at Yellow Jacket Arena. So, everyone's kind of getting a feel for how the time slots would work, and Little Dribblers, they did a great job there. So the Yellow Jackets are back out to play as Townsend, familiar name at this point, works it over to Lamont Cunningham at the wing. Back to Duran Thompson. Thompson feeds it into K.J. Jones. Over to Taheem, the leading scorer. Back to Duran Thompson. He loses the ball, heads towards the sideline, and recollects the ball. Back to Townsend, top of the key, feeds it over to Lamont Cunningham. Inside to K.J. Jones, feeds it to Taheem Frost. Crossover, switches it back over to Ronnie Townsend, who puts up a floater with a kiss off the glass. It won't go. Rebound goes to the Bearcats, and they are on the break. Cole Kirby puts up the layup. It won't go, but the putback is going to be put in by Mason, by their leading scorer for tonight. He is just 3 rebounds away from a double-double. I'm all over the place. Duran Thompson, top of the key, feeds it over to K.J. Jones at the wing. And this pass is going to be knocked away by Mason Woodall. Mason Woodall, top of the keys, posts up his defender, sets a screen, and the Brookland Bearcats are going to shoot a 3. It won't go. Mon Cunningham on the rebound. Feeds it over to Duran Thompson, and that pass is going to be just out of his reach. Checking into the ball game for the Jackets is Daxton Harris, as well as John Weatherford. In exchange for Duran Thompson, he's going to take his spot on the bench. So it's Daxton Harris, John Weatherford, Taheem Frost, K.J. Jones, and Ronnie Townsend. The lineup for the Jackets on the floor at the moment. Weatherford saw a little bit of time on the floor in the first half, but not too many meaningful minutes yet for him. Woodall has another basket, and that puts him at 12 points. Townsend guarded by Harrell. Harris. It's back to Townsend, top of the key. Feeds it back to John Weatherford. Pump fake. He puts up the three-point basket, and it's good. John Weatherford with the three-point make. Puts the Yellow Jackets to 15 points so far on the night. It was his first points. And, it was only a matter of time before he made something happen. Daxton Harris gets the defensive rebound over to Ronnie Townsend. Feeds it back to John Weatherford. He pump fakes, but there's nothing there. Daxton Harris comes across to Ronnie Townsend and passes the ball to him, and they lose it. But they're able to keep it in bounds. Back to John Weatherford. Townsend drives the lane behind his back, and his defender's on the ground. No shot attempt there. A turnaround jumper from John Weatherford, and it's going to be an air ball. Briar Allred grabs the rebound for the Bearcats. Weatherford slips off his defender. It's Allred. Allred pump fakes and then swings it over to Harrell. Inside to Woodall. Harrell drives inside off the ball, and he's going to be called. No, it's going to be K.J. Jones. It's going to be called for a foul on the floor. Tyler Parham inbounding the basketball for the Brookland Bearcats, and that's going to be stolen away by K.J. Jones. Ronnie Townsend works it across half court for the Yellow Jackets. Townsend drives past the screen set by K.J. Jones. Nothing there. Feeds it over to John Weatherford for a long contested three-point shot, and it won't go. That is his second three-point miss. He's 1 for 3 now. Woodall thinks about shooting a three-pointer, but he does not, and then he gets it back and does, and he drains it. What a night for him. That gives him 15. 15 and 8 rebounds. That's an impressive score line. He has scored so far about the exact same as the Yellow Jackets have scored as a team. Daxon Harris pump fakes, drives inside, then kicks it back out to John Weatherford. John Weatherford feeds to Ronnie Townsend, who drives inside. Over to John Weatherford. Pump fake, jab step, over to Ronnie Townsend at the wing. Sizes up his defender. Hard dribble right, puts up the floater, and it won't go. Rebound Allred. Over to Woodall, who takes it up the court, feeds it to Matt Harrell. Harrell over to Allred. John Weatherford fights for the ball, and he's going to get called for a reach-in foul. That's his first foul on the night. And the Yellow Jackets are going to make some substitutions. More Jay Patterson, the big man, comes back in, as well as Lamont Cunningham is back in the ballgame in exchange for Taheem Frost and KJ Jones. Matt Harrell, point guard. Drives right, guarded by John Weatherford. Good defense there, swings it over to Parham. Over to Woodall inside, and Woodall puts up another shot, and it's good. So that makes his 17th point on the night, and he is now outscoring the Yellow Jackets. Bearcats have 37 to the Jackets 15. 3 minutes and 11 seconds left in the third quarter, and more Jay Patterson on the perimeter. Back to Townsend. Ronnie Townsend fakes a drive inside, and then back to John Weatherford. Looks like they're going to slow some things down here. Mon Cunningham feeds inside to more Jay Patterson. Fights for a hard bucket on the interior. He won't get it. It's off the rim. John Weatherford fights for the rebound. Shot fake, and he puts up the turnaround jumper once again, and that won't go. He's 1 for 4 from three-point land. It's number 4, Cole Kirby, drives inside and puts a nice hesitation layup, but he can't get it go. Townsend and Harris are slowing things down for the Yellow Jackets. Man look for the Bearcats, and that pass is going to be out of bounds. The Yellow Jackets are going to put Duran Thompson back into the ball game, as well as Heath Sanders. So, and they're going to come in for Ronnie Townsend and John Weatherford. Matt Harrell takes the inbound pass from Allred. Guarded by Sanders. Eli King feeds it over to White, and Allred's shot is blocked. The shot is blocked by Lamont Cunningham. And that is going to be called as a shooting foul on Cunningham. So Pryor Allred steps to the line. I believe it's his first chance from the charity stripe tonight. Allred's first shot is up, and it's no good. A rare miss from the Bearcats. They've always put a lot of emphasis on free throw shooting. And his second shot is good. Yellow Jackets are missing a crucial starter tonight. They lost to Corian Wilson a couple weeks ago to a hand injury, and he is going to be back early in the year, maybe even late December, as we heard. Heath Sanders, top of the key. He's sized up his defender, throws a long pass to Lamont Cunningham, almost intercepted. Sorry, Duran Thompson. Duran Thompson kicks it back to Heath Sanders, and a timeout's going to be called by Jordan Weaver. And so that is going to be a 30-second timeout. Yellow Jacket basketball trails Brookland Bearcats 15-38.
I'm Jill Davis, a certified pediatric nurse practitioner, now practicing at Harmony Health Clinic located at 1920 North Falls Boulevard in Wynne. We are now open and accepting new patients of all ages. Let our care team at Harmony Health show you a hometown approach that is reminiscent of the past but ahead of the future. We are open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Walk-ins welcome daily from 8 to 4:30. Visit harmonyhealthclinic.com or call 870-587-0800 to set up your appointment today. Harmony Health Clinic, a different kind of healthcare for our kind of people.
A challenging economy has a way of making us take a long look at our assets and make hard decisions. Oftentimes, the verdict is that some or all of those assets need to be turned to cash. Witcher Auctions has been helping our clients do just that since 1972. Rather than a one-size-fits-all approach, we offer a full range of options for the sale of your farm and heavy equipment, including live and online auctions, net guarantees, and complete buyouts. Call us today at 870-238-1400 or visit us online at witcherauctions.com. Witcher Auctions, the professionals since 1972.
And back we are at Yellow Jacket Stadium. Coming out of the timeout called by Jordan Weaver's Wynne Yellow Jackets. Heath Sanders diverges into the backcourt to try to get the inbound pass, but he gives it to Lamont Cunningham instead. Cunningham feeds it to Morjay Patterson, but Briar Allred is going to steal it away and keep it in bounds. It's Eli King, feeds it over to Matt Harrell. Matt Harrell from the wing feeds it back to Allred. It's to Sean Willis. Sean Willis over to Corbin Wright. Eli King over to Allred. Back to Willis. Willis puts in the three-point basket. That gives the Bearcats 41 points with 1 minute left in the third. Bearcats, they like to substitute, usually like to keep two of their starters on the floor, and then they bring in three guys, and that's partly how they keep such fresh legs. Lamont Cunningham's shot's going to be a miss. Great defense there by Briar Allred. Willis running the point guard for the Bearcats at the moment. Gives it to Corbin Wright, guarded by Harris. Harrell is blown by. He blows by his defender and puts up a shot. It won't go. Heath Sanders fights for the rebound. It's going to go out of bounds off of Sanders. No, they are going to say it went off of the Bearcats. So Matt Harrell is going to come out of the game, and I'm sure that's probably the last we'll see of him tonight. In his place, they are going to put in Benjamin Ford. Benjamin Ford, the junior point guard. He hasn't seen the floor too much this season, but he's played some hard defense and can be a respectable spot-up shooter. Ball's going to be knocked out of bounds by the Bearcats. And Heath Sanders is inbounding it to the Yellow Jackets. Long pass to Lamont Cunningham, top of the key. He tries to hit a Euro step, and a blocking foul is going to be called on Benjamin Ford. Tried to get a charge to go for him, but just not enough time to get those feet set. So it's it's Duran Thompson shooting free throws. His first shot is good off the glass. And then his second shot from the charity stripe is no good. Rebound to Allred. Briar Allred has 7 rebounds tonight. Willis gets by Heath Sanders, and he puts up hesitation layup, but it's not going to go. They're going to call a foul, a shooting foul on number 22, and Morjay Patterson. Morjay Patterson brings a lot of size to this Yellow Jacket roster, but in that situation, it was a clear mismatch. Willis is a really fast, athletic guard. So his first free throw is good. And his second is going to bounce off the back iron. Patterson with the rebound over to Lamont Cunningham, and that's going to be the end of the third quarter. So, with 3 quarters of basketball played, there will be a 30-second break. Yellow Jackets trail 16-42.
At Southern Furniture in Wynne and Forest City, they have 2 of the largest showrooms in eastern Arkansas dedicated to furniture, mattresses, area rugs, and appliances. You can go to Southern Furniture and get a new bedroom, mattress, mat pad, comforter, and pillows with one stop. Or you can pick a living room group, including a sofa, love seat, lamps, accessories, area rugs, and tables. And all of this at the best values around. Make your one stop for your home at Southern Furniture in Forest City and Wynne today.
Back we are entering the fourth quarter. of basketball here at Yellow Jacket Arena. And it looks like they're not quite ready to start the fourth quarter. So once again, just shout out a few of the sponsors. Evolve Bank, Caldwell Lumber, Caldwell Pharmacy, Consolidated Grain and Barge, County Line Irrigation, Cross County Crematory, First Financial Bank, ECS House Industries, Harmony Health Clinic, Miller & Sullivan Accounting Group, Hayes Grocery, Coronado Funeral Home, First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas, Red River Ford Toyota, Southern Furniture, State Farm Meredith Peeler, Taylor Arms, Unger Rank Chiropractor, Partners Bank, Westmoreland Heating and Air, Witcher Auctions, and Wynne Apothecary. So it's the Bearcats back on offense to start off the fourth quarter. White drives inside, gets it over to King, out to Parham. Parham's pass is not able to be received by Eli King. Back to Willis. Willis drives inside, feeds it to Woodall, and he can't get that to go. Taheem Frost on the fast break for the Yellow Jackets, feeds it to John Weatherford, and they're going to get set on offense. Townsend feeds it over to John Weatherford. He puts up a three, and that is not going to go. His fifth attempt of the night. He's got one to go. Parham feeds it over to Willis, over to King. King feeds it inside to Woodall and out to Parham. Parham cannot get his three-point shot to go. Rebound grabbed by Woodall. Woodall's shot doesn't go, but he gets the offensive board regardless, and a shooting foul is going to be called on the Yellow Jackets. It's called on number 11, Duran Thompson. That last offensive rebound officially puts Mason Woodall into double-double territory. That was his 10th rebound. He's got 17 points tonight. Misses the first of his free throws. Not a good night from the stripe for the Bearcats, but they have not lagged behind in any of the other categories. And his second free throw also misses. Ronnie Townsend is able to corral that rebound. Kicks it over to Duran Thompson. Thompson can't find an open pass, drives the lane instead, and that charge is going to be called. Charge is going to be called. It was Eli King drew the contact there on the offensive foul. That was the Wynne Yellow Jackets' sixth foul on the night. On the half. Sixth foul in the second half. As opposed to the Bearcats, who've played a really clean third quarter of basketball. They've only had two fouls. Parham over to Willis. Willis closely guarded at the half-court line. Double teamed. Yellow Jackets backing off of their press. Parham's going to kill some time off the clock. Feeds it over to Eli White. Woodall feeds it inside, down low to Briar Allred. Couldn't get a hold of it, and so he just kicks it back out. Cole Kirby went for the layup, but he was not able to get it to go due to a travel. So that travel was called, gives the Yellow Jackets the ball once again. And so they're on the move on offense. Ronnie Townsend feeds it over to John Weatherford in the corner, feeds it back to Imorje Patterson in the painted area. He puts up the hook shot, and he gets it to go. He gets it to go. I believe that's his first points on the night. First points on the night for their starting big man. Brings in some size, but we haven't seen him put any points on the board yet so far tonight. Team Frost guards Willis. Townsend closely guarding Parham, top of the key. Gives it over to Allred. Kirby fights for it, gives it to Woodall. Shot fake from Woodall. Kicks it over to Willis at the wing. Feeds it inside to Kirby. Shot fake once again, Woodall. He's going to fight for it, and he's going to get called for a travel. 5:28 left in the ball game as the Yellow Jackets trail 18-42. 5:28 to play. Still a pretty similar group to the starting lineup for these Yellow Jackets. They haven't dipped too far into the roster yet. Townsend Over to Lamont Cunningham. Morjay Patterson works it inside, feeds it to Taheem Frost. John Weatherford. Shot fakes and back to Townsend. Top of the key, Townsend. And a long three-point shot by Morjay Patterson that he does not get to go. Rebound, John Weatherford. He puts up a turnaround mid-range, and he gets that to go. He's got 5 points now in the night. That ties him with, I think, Taheem Frost. Parham over to Allred. Back to Willis. Over to Kirby. Kirby over to Parham. Back to Willis at the top of the key. Jab step over to Allred. At the corner, it's Kirby. Parham. Back to Allred. Over to Willis. Drives inside. Mid-range shot from the elbow. It doesn't get it to go. Weatherford gets the rebound there. Weatherford evades a attempted steal from Willis. Closely guarded by Parham. It's Townsend. Lamont Cunningham puts up a floater from the paint, and he gets it to go. And that's going to be a timeout called by the Brookland Bearcats. So that gives the Yellow Jackets 22 points so far on the night as they trail by 20 to the Brookland Bearcats. This is going to be a full timeout. Yellow Jacket basketball continues in a moment.
Hello, my name is Colin Hill. My dad, Regan Hill, and Ross Hodges have shown me the importance for caring for one's loved one and family during a very difficult time. Having grown up around a funeral home, I have come to understand that with emotional grief and quick decisions that have to be made, it's not easy. Call or come by Coronado Funeral Home in Wynne, Arkansas, and allow them to help you with your funeral planning. You can't predict the future, but you can plan for it.
Call Coronado Funeral Home in Wynne at 238-2323.
Back we are at Yellow Jacket Stadium. 22 seconds left in this timeout called by Bobby Gross's Brookland Bearcats. He just saw the Yellow Jackets getting some offensive looks a little bit too easily and said he figured he'd put a stop to it. He's got a lot of passion in his coaching. He's somebody who, they don't just let the game run wild as it gets to the later minutes of the night. Same group for the Yellow Jackets except for KJ Jones, who's on the floor once again. Allred inbounds to Harrell. Harrell over to Parham. Parham back to Allred. Parham over to Harrell. Inside to Kirby. And that's going to be a foul call on the floor on John Weatherford. He got over the back of Mason Woodall and initiated some contact there. And since that's the 7th foul for the Yellow Jackets, it puts the Brookland Bearcats into the bonus. And they're going to be able to shoot 1 and 1. Woodall, he's got 17 points so far. His first free throw is no good. And so he grabs his own miss, and he puts the shot up, doesn't get the rebound to go. And Tyler Parham grabs the board, but it goes out of bounds. Referee is going to decide that the Bearcats retain possession. Daxon Harris is going to check back in for the Jackets. Parham inbounding. Tries to get it to his big man, but he can't. Feeds it to Matt Harrell instead. Matt Harrell gets it to Mason Woodall. Back to Harrell at the wing. Over to Kirby at the corner. Feeds it over to Briar Allred in the corner. He puts up the three, and it doesn't go. Taheem Frost corrals the rebound. Gets it to Ronnie Townsend. Ronnie Townsend working the offense for the Yellow Jackets with 3 minutes, 12 seconds left to play in this ball game. Yellow Jackets trail by 20. Daxon Harris, top of the key. Drives inside, back out. And his pass is tipped away, but KJ Jones is able to get a hold of it. Ronnie Townsend. And a risky pass is going to be intercepted by Briar Allred. Briar Allred gets it back to Cole Kirby. Tyler Parham drives inside. His shot's going to be blocked by KJ Jones. Outlet pass to John Weatherford, who's going to shoot a three-point basket. He gets it to go. That gives the Yellow Jackets 25, gives That gives John Weatherford 8. Was able to get an open look off that fast break. It was a one-on-one situation, but, they were mostly concerned with guarding the paint. Mason Woodall puts up another shot, and he's going to have an and-one opportunity here. He's fouled on the shot, and he got it to go. That gives him 19. If he makes this free throw, that puts him to 20. Really an impressive night for him. Some substitutions for the Bearcats. They bring in Eli King once again. He's played some consistent minutes off the bench tonight. Ronnie Townsend talking it over with Jordan Weaver, and he's back on the bench. Heath Sanders is in his place. Heath Sanders had a little gather step there. Brookland crowd thought it was a travel, but play resumes. KJ Jones from the corner gives it over to Naheem Frost. He has a jumper that's blocked by Woodall. Cole Kirby. Cole Kirby feeds it over to Briar Allred, top of the key. Pass fake, feeds it inside to Mason Woodall. Mason Woodall has another shot attempt. It doesn't go, but he was fouled. Fouled on the shot. And that's going to send him to the line. He is knocking on the door of that 20-point game. And he's got another chance to get that as he shoots 2. That was the Yellow Jackets' 9th foul. And he doesn't get it to go. Into the ball game for the Yellow Jackets. It's Morjay Patterson. Replaces KJ Jones. Mason Woodall, his second free throw is good, and that is going to give him a 20-point ball game. And looks like they are going to take him out after that. And the crowd is really pleased with his performance. And they have the right to be. I mean, that's an impressive night. I don't care who you are. So, checking into the ball game for the Bearcats. Finally seeing some new group here. Is number 14, Slade Smith. Slade Smith, I may have called his name a few times earlier, but we were having some confusion with the rosters they provided us before the game. Heath Sanders drives inside, loses his dribble, but he's able to get it to Morjay Patterson regardless. He puts up the shot, and he's going to be fouled. Morjay Patterson shooting free throws tonight. His first shot is good. And that brings it to within 19. And looks like the remainder of the starters for the Bearcats are going to be taken out of the game. That's Briar Allred and Matt Harrell are going to be returning to the bench. Morjay Patterson's second free throw is no good. And Tashawn Willis, backup point guard for the Bearcats, grabs the board. Benjamin Ford from the wing, guarded by Heath Sanders. Over to Eli King. Eli King back to Ford. And in the corner, it's number 14, Slade Smith. Feeds it inside of the post. Back to Ford. And the three-point basket attempt by Eli King is no good. John Weatherford is able to hang on to possession of the basketball. A spin move by Morjay Patterson does not give him a chance to score the basketball. His shot misses. Naheem Frost grabs a rebound, and he was fouled. Foul's going to be on number 23, Tashawn Willis. That's his first foul of the night. Fourth foul from the Bearcats this half. First free throw by Naheem Frost was good. 57 seconds left to play. Team Frost's second is also good. That's a perfect trip to the line. Duran Thompson's back on the floor for the Jackets. And it's probably going to end out the game like that. Willis. It's Willis and Kirby. Willis, Kirby, and Liam Brown. No, that's Eli King. Working against the full court press. Three-point shot by Tashawn Willis is no good. Daxton Harris grabs a rebound, spins out of a defender. Heath Sanders. Heath Sanders over to Daxon Harris. Harris loses his dribble and he falls to the ground. And so the foul's going to be called on the floor. It would be Benjamin Ford. Benjamin Ford on the violation. Daxon Harris inbounds. 32 seconds left to play. Into Duran Thompson. Heath Sanders has it at the wing. Fast, hard pass into Amor-J Patterson, and that is going to be smoked off of his hands. Jashawn Willis works it across the half court for the Bearcats. Likely the last possession we'll see tonight. Benjamin Ford in the corner. Works his dribble back over to Willis. Inside, it's Smith. Smith to Willis. And tries to get it back to Smith, but a little miscommunication there on offense. Smith was cutting, and Willis' pass did not include that. Was not able to read that. Amor-J Patterson has it off the pass, and that's going to be the end of the ball game. So the Yellow Jackets were not able to score once again as time expired. That means the final score tonight is going to be the Yellow Jackets 28, Brookland Bearcats 45. We'll be back with some post-game stats in a moment.
Hi, folks. This is Sean at Caldwell Lumber in Wynne, and great Christmas gifts are in stock now. Blackstone griddles, Cajun fryers, Krager pellet grills, and a complete line of DeWalt tools. And a Caldwell Lumber gift card makes a great gift for those hard-to-buy guys and gals. Yeti coolers and tumblers, and a complete line of steel products. Oh yeah, we got lumber. If it's for the home or Christmas, we got you covered. Merry Christmas from Caldwell Lumber, Highway 1 in Wynne.
Consolidated Grain and Barge keeps you up to date and your farming operation at your fingertips with our mobile app, MyCGB. Access MyCGB 24/7. And store them within the app for quick reference. Stay connected and receive alerts to timely information. Consolidated Grain and Barge has 7 convenient locations: West Memphis, Tunica, Osceola, Old Town, Friars Point, and 2 locations in Helena. The leader in the ag and transportation industry.
Evolve Bank and Trust in Wynne is here to help you get your home ready for the season. Stop putting off those much-needed repairs and improvements with the home equity line of credit from Evolve. Use the equity you already have in your home for a new furnace,